went to my doctor that morning because I still was having trouble breathing, and I had gone through the series of medicines that they had given me actually. And so she gave me some medicines, did a evaluation. I was still short of breath, very, very short of breath. And so I got the prescription, came home, took the inhaler. I don't think I took a breathing treatment at that point. Y'all, I was asleep, like sleep. And I felt like someone in the room. I'm just going to tell you how it was at that moment. And then what kind of happened later. I was in the room sleeping, and I was kind of isolated from my family. My daughter's in her bedroom because she was home kind of making sure that I needed someone at home every day with me because I was short of breath. And that particular day I was taking a nap, but I couldn't lay down. So I was kind of sitting up and half kind of laying down in a sense, but I hadn't had any sleep probably for 2 weeks at that point. And I felt like someone was in the room, and I heard clearly, wake up, like calmly, wake up, you need to go to the hospital right now, like that. So I opened my eyes, and of course I don't see anybody in the room, but I felt a presence in the room. And so I knew that I needed to go, and I wasn't breathing well. I really wasn't. And so if you follow me on Facebook, I posted my journey, but I also posted about, like, if you can't breathe, go to the hospital or whatever. So I text my daughter and I say, hey, I need to go to the hospital. I can't breathe. And at this point, I mean, there were hardly any words coming out. And so we get our things together. It was like God, I knew that I had a sense that I shouldn't call and wait for the ambulance, that I needed to just drive, that we needed to go. So my daughter drove me. All of the lights were green. It was perfect. We get to the hospital, and I don't recommend y'all waiting. So if you don't wait, call the ambulance. Now that I look back. But we get there. At this point, no words. I couldn't say, words couldn't come out. So I'm giving them insurance cards and IDs and all that kind of stuff. My daughter's she goes to park the car. She comes in, and because I had been there several times, they could just pull up my information. And but I'm so thankful, y'all, that an angel, I know it was the Holy Spirit now, after some other things I'm going to share with you, woke me up, because I feel I wouldn't be here right now. And when I realized that, it changed my life. Try not to get emotional. I almost took my last breath. And there's so many things that we can take for granted, right? We can take for granted. But I literally, that moment changed my life. And I was able to, of course, they gave me oxygen and all of that kind of stuff. And that journey was really, really hard for me. But at that moment, I realized that my life has meaning and purpose, right? And I was afraid to die, and I was fighting to make sure I was breathing. But, and I'll share that later. As I went through that journey, just so many divine visitations. I mean, y'all, it changed my life. It changed the meaning of my life, where I want to make a difference in people's lives.